Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a second installment into my beginner series. For the next couple of months, I am going to be focusing my channel more towards a beginner series because people have been asking me to do this for a really long time and I don't know why I just haven't really. I mean, I feel like every video of mine is a beginner series sort of in itself because I explain a lot as I'm doing my makeup. So I've already done like a beginner makeup kit in case you're interested in that. I will link that up here. But today's video is all about how to look like this half of my face, the do side of my face versus the please, for God's sake, please don't do this to yourself. Please don't appear in public looking like this half of my face because this is a hot mess. As much as from a distance, like if you just look at it on its own, it may look like you're snatched and like slayed and whatever. But honey, everything is too harsh on this half of my face. My lip liner is not blended in. As you can see, the side it just seamlessly melts into the color on my lips. Whereas this side, it's so sticking out, like it's crazy. It's so identifiable. That's the point with makeup. Everything has to be blended. You have to blend till your hands hurt. And yeah, this side is just the unblended, crazy side of my face versus this side, which is a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot more subtle. Everything just flows into each other, so you can't really individually pinpoint the things that are on my face, but they all work cohesively together. So if you want to see how I got side A of my face versus side B, which is like no, then just keep watching. Also, be sure to subscribe, thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal. Hi. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Join the notification squad. And yeah, let's jump into this. Step 1 of your makeup routine begins with skincare. This means washing your face and moisturizing it because it just creates a really nice base for your foundation. Next, go in with a primer because it does extend the wear of foundation. And I am going in with 2 different primers just to show you that you can use 2 different ones depending on your skin needs. So the Maybelline Baby Skin is for my pores, whereas the other one, the Black Opal one, is for illumination. Here, I'm just going in with the brown pencil on the right side of my face because you should never ever make the mistake of using black. As you can see, I am going in with a black eye pencil from Maybelline, and you can already see the huge difference that it's making. I've barely filled it in and my brows already look crazy. They already look overly defined, so yeah, that's kind of sucky. And then I am going into the skin-ish toned concealer around my brows. I do like to go into the lighter one, blend it out, really define it, and then go into the darker concealer above the brow just to like make it not look crazy and like a halo brow. And as you can see on the wrong side of my face, I'm going into the super light concealer. Wrong undertone for me, first of all. Way too light for my skin tone. So even if I did go into the darker color, it would just make it look muddy and ashy and just terrible. And it's so difficult to blend because it's way too light for me. And then with the black brow, it's just overly defined and it just looks crazy. It literally looks like that side of my face is bulging. Next, I'm going to go in with 2 different Revlon Color Stay Foundation shades. The one on the left is my correct shade. And as you can see, I have just zoomed out so you can see that the shade may look a little bit lighter than my face, but because my body is lighter than my face, I do have to go for that particular shade because with foundation, the goal is to match your body. You don't want your head to be looking like it's floating off your body, you know? So on the wrong side of my face, I am going with a foundation that's about 2 shades darker than my correct shade. So as you can see, it does look like it's matching my face, but it does end up looking pretty gray, especially when I zoom out and you can see the rest of my body. It just does not match. As much as it is the right undertone, it's just a little bit too dark for me. So you can really see the difference once they do dry down. And now that I'm zoomed out, you can see that one side of my face just looks a bit gray, and yet they're the exact same yellow undertone that I need. So getting the right shade of your foundation is super important. And now we get to go into concealers. I use a yellow concealer underneath my eyes because I do have very yellow undertoned skin, and that works perfectly. The shade isn't too far from my skin tone, but as you can see on the wrong side of my face, on the don't side of my face, I'm going in with the same concealer that I used around my brows, and it is so crazy. First of all, I keep seeing people going all the way, like all over their faces with a concealer, and it's such a huge mistake because blending it out is such a pain. As you can see, I did have to go in with foundation just to tone it down and like kind of make this video not be too extra, but that white just refused to blend away, whereas the yellow one has just melted into my skin. Here I'm going into the same exact creamy whitish colored powder. This is a Laura Mercier, and I wanted to show you the difference that you can get in results even when you are using the exact same product. So you see on the right side of my face, I did use a yellow undertone concealer. It wasn't too light for me, so when I went into the white powder, it didn't look crazy. Whereas on this other side of my face, because the concealer was way too light, the powder is just compiling the problems, and it's kind of different to blend away and kind of make it look normal. So yeah, definitely avoid doing that. Here with contour, I keep seeing people just drawing like a strip on their face and leaving it. That is such a huge mistake. As you can see, I am using the exact same products again. I'm not like going into special different tools. So I just wanted to show you that with the same products, you can achieve such different results. One side, I went in very light-handed, and that is the correct side of my face. Whereas on the wrong side of my face, I drew the line all the way to my mouth, which is not where your contour is supposed to go. That is way too low, way too deep, and it will make you look like you have a beard. So I chose to go with the Maybelline Nudes palette because it is a locally available palette, so you can pick this up and practice with it. It doesn't really have the best transition colors, but I did go in with this lightish brownish shade in my crease, and then with the gold shade right there. And as you can see, the two colors paired together just balance each other out, and they really do create a good effect on the eye. Whereas on this other side, I keep seeing people just using the shimmer color all over their lid, like up to their eyebrow, and I don't understand why this is appealing to people. Now I'm going in with blush, and as you can see, I am using a cream blush, which is so easy to get wrong. But if you just go in gently and build it up slowly, so like I'm dotting it on my face, blending that out, and then adding as I need to, as opposed to this other half of my face where I just draw a straight line, assume that's the amount of product that I'm going to need, and then attempt to blend it out. As you can see, it doesn't quite blend out. It does leave me looking a little bit raspberry-ish. Next, I'm going in with the eyeshadow palette because I really do like a silvery highlight, but this can go so wrong. As you can see on the wrong side of my face, I have just drawn a straight line and left it unblended. Whereas on the right side of my face, I am going in with a little bit, blending it out, and then building it up as I need to get that really spotlight highlight. Now, lashes are something that I can spend forever talking about. Like, I could literally do a dedicated video on this because there's just so much to say about them. As you can see, one is significantly larger than the other one, and the problem with wearing these gigantic ones is, as you can see on my face, it does look all dramatic, and if you want to be really extra, that seems like the way to go. But the other one is a better size that just fits on the eye so much better and actually looks more realistic. It definitely is more complementary to the face rather than having this other one that looks like it kind of wants to flap away. Next, I went in with the setting spray because this really does melt powders right into your skin and makes everything look absolutely seamless. Now I'm going in with the brown pencil and I'm just over defining the wrong side of my face, whereas on the right side of my face I am defining it just enough. And then going in with my Note Cosmetics liquid lipstick that I got from Beauty Click. Use my code for 10% off. But I am just going in with this lippy and I'm really blending in the right side of my face, whereas on the wrong side I'm barely moving it around, so the lip pencil is very clearly visible and very clearly defined, and that's just not how it's supposed to be in my opinion. But I hate ombre lips, so do as you please, but I do prefer the way the correct side of my face looks. So that was my video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found some of these mistakes insightful. It's okay if you're making them, because I did talk to someone recently and I absolutely love her. She's such a gorgeous girl, but she does use black on her brows and I was like horrified. Please don't do this to yourself. Anyway, yeah, that's just one of the many problems we've talked about in this video. But yes, I do hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it insightful. Everyone has their own style, so if you do enjoy something in this, I mean, if you want to keep it, keep it. I'm not like the makeup police, you know. But this is just a better way to do your makeup, a way to make it look better. You may look good, but you can always look better with makeup, and it's all about building up your technique, you know. So I'm just gonna end it here because I can't stand looking at my face like this anymore. I literally feel like I'm half a clown. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know other mistakes that you make that I did not include here. Mistakes that I did include that you don't think are mistakes. Anything you may disagree with, because I am open to hearing and like conversing and like learning from other people. So just let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.